My name is Hana, and the meaning of my name, flower in Japanese, has always felt like more than just a coincidence to me. It's a whisper from God, a calling He placed on my life to bloom where few flowers grow. Japan, a country where only about 2% of the population is Christian. From the moment I heard the meaning of my name, I felt a seed of purpose being planted. That seed, though small, has been growing ever since. Growing up, I didn't have many close friends. My world mostly revolved around my brother. We'd have Nerf battles, explore parks, and get lost in video games together. But with few friends outside my family, I spent a lot of time in my own head, imagining myself as a famous talk show host, always interviewing somebody. Usually my buddy, a creature I made up to cope with loneliness. Looking back, the buddy wasn't just a character I created. It was my way of holding on to something that felt real when everything around me felt out of place. I wasn't a believer back then. Sure, I went to church, memorized Bible stories, and followed along with whatever my parents did. But I didn't feel the raw yearning for God. That shift came years later, when I left homeschooling after 10 years and entered public school. It was like a wake-up call that rattled me to my core. For the first time, I realized how much of life I've been coasting through, spiritually and emotionally, asleep. I saw the world moving in ways I couldn't ignore. People were searching for meaning, but looking for it in all the wrong places. I had to ask myself, do I want this to be my life? The answer was clear. No. I did not want to blend in. I wanted to stand out. Stand out for something deeper. I wanted more. That season marked a turning point in my life. I started listening to sermons, building friendships, and learning what trust actually meant. It was like God turned the volume up on my heart. And for the first time, I could hear His voice, loud and clear. I started seeing the world through a new lens. One that reminded me of who I was made to be and the purpose I was meant to fulfill. In the past, creativity was my escape, whether it was building Legos, painting, carving wood, or just using my hands to create something out of nothing. I always wanted to make things. My childhood was filled with stories I imagined and stories I made with my hands. Now I see that God gave me these creative gifts for a reason. He gave me animation, He gave me storytelling, and the raw, passionate love for Him, to create something that would speak to others. I want to use my art to give people their own wake-up call, just like I had. I want to create stories that break through the noise and reach into people's souls. Stories that say, hey, you were made for more. But in the process, I also lost a lot. As I grew up, I lost friends one by one. Some moved away, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't entertaining enough. I blamed myself. I thought I was too boring, too quiet, too me. So I tried to be someone else. I became a chameleon, reacting to others' emotions, trying to be whoever they wanted me to be, just to keep them around. But the truth was, the more I changed myself to fit in, the farther away I pushed people. And when they left, whether by choice or circumstance, I blamed myself. Eventually, I gave up on trying to make friends altogether. I built walls around my heart, walls that kept people out. I didn't want to hurt again. I couldn't afford keep investing in friendships that always seemed to fade away. But everything changed when I reached a charter school, where I met a friend who didn't care about how I reacted to things. And the people there loved me who I was, the real me. And the real me was someone who loved telling stories, someone who wanted to connect deeply with others. It was there, with their friendships, that I began to let my walls down. Through those friendships, I found myself again. The me who creates Christian animations, the me who wants to share my emotional stories with people. connect with people on a soul deep level. To me, he wants to say, I get it. I've been through there too. That's why I'm so excited to go to Japan with iGo Global in 2027. iGo is an incredible organization that helps young people grow in their faith and provides opportunities to share the gospel in places that need it most. One thing I love about iGo is they prepare students to serve well and make a lasting impact. I chose iGo because I believe that young people, especially those who are bold in their faith, can make a difference. And I know that God has called me into this mission to share my story, to create, and to give others a chance to experience the gospel in maybe in the same ways that I have, and also ways that speak to them. If anything I've said resonates with you, if you feel the pull to support me in this journey, whether through encouragement, prayer, or even funding my travel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your support means more than you'll ever know. I'm not just asking for your help to get there. I'm asking you to join me in bringing hope to a place that desperately needs it. Japan needs to hear what they were made for more. They're more than just workers, and I want to be part of that story. So thank you for taking the time to listen, for believing in the power of stories, and for standing with me as I take the next step. Let's help each other bloom.